The final buzzer signals the end of the school day for most students, but not members of Knight High School's Drone Club. Their day is just taking off.
I joined the Drone Club mainly because I love technology, and I've always loved drones, but I've never done it at this high level. This is something that's it's competitive, and I love to be competitive, and I love drones, so I took the opportunity.
Put the wind at your back.
We meet at least 2 times up to 4 times a week. It's after school and on weekends. There are about 20 to 30 students that participate with our drone projects at any given time.
James Stockdale heads up the Drone Club and teaches digital electronics and engineering at Knight High School. Each spring, the Drone Club attracts students who want to learn more about aerial technology.
We'll talk about how to fly the drones to start out with, and then we talk about how all the different parts work, what a receiver is, how to bind it with a controller. So we'll talk about microcontrollers, we'll talk about GPS, how to program those things.
They have to learn teamwork, camaraderie. They have to deal with a lot of disappointments, a lot of frustrations. As they get older and their confidence builds, they learn to deal with those mistakes and really work on fixing them. But I think that the most exciting thing for me is their confidence.
The drones are part of an engineering academy at the school that's largely focused on preparing students for careers in Palmdale's aerospace industry. Palmdale is in the Antelope Valley in northern Los Angeles County, where top employers include companies like Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, and Boeing.
First one's good.
A lot of the employers in this area are looking for people who have the skills and the knowledge and the ability to come in and immediately, use the software they're using, use the tools that they're using, apply, basic engineering, and so to be able to have kids go through an academy like this, I think is a natural tie.
It's our goal as often as we can to have the kids getting their hands dirty. And so we've created a space for that in the classroom. We have a lot of tools that they use so that as often as we can, the kids are creating things and being innovative on their own.
Me, like myself as a pilot, I fly over the hurdles at full speed.
Classes in the academy are definitely more hands-on. In our academy classes, we do take notes, we do have some tests and quizzes, but we also get the chance to build stuff and learn new things, and we do a lot of stuff on computers and programming with softwares. In the academy classes, most of it is kind of like projects and fun, hands-on things that you could do.
The Drone Club is an extension of the academy work here. The school provides makerspace, allowing students to create their own projects using computer-controlled tools and 3D printers. For some, that includes modifying commercial drones or building their own from scratch.
So this makerspace is the area where we can take the next step beyond just letting the kids dream and imagine and sketch things, but have them actually create those things in real life.
A different kind of dream has been realized in recent years with Drone Club members traveling to Queensland, Australia for a global competition called UAV Challenge Week. UAV stands for Unmanned Aerial Vehicle. The students pit their flying skills against teams from around the globe. In 2018, the club flew 3 separate drones in the main event. And students waited anxiously as the judges tallied up the scores and counted down to the winner.
I couldn't believe it. I remember I kept on looking at my teacher and I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I thought they forgot our name, and then they got up to 3rd place and they still hadn't said anything. And yeah, so we knew that we were gonna place really good, but then when they said 1st place, just hearing it was crazy.
Good job, Paula.
Thank you.
Good job yourselves.
First place wasn't the only honor for the Knight High Drone Club members. Another drone took 2nd place, and the 3rd finished in the top 10. For the students, it was a global adventure that included a trans-Pacific flight, a layover with temples in Taiwan, kangaroo experiences in the land down under, hiking up Australia's Glasshouse Mountains and snorkeling in the Great Barrier Reef.
That was my first time even being out of California. So that was the first time I've ever been on a plane, I've ever been anywhere so far. And it was 14 hours on a plane, so it was an experience.
Colin?
James Stockdale says the Australia event is about much more than just competing on an international stage.
And I think the biggest thing that they come back with, though, is gratitude for what they have here. Not only do they get the engineering learning, but also the learning from the culture and experiencing the different people is something that I think they'll never be the same from.
Many people use drones for recreational purposes, but experts say they can take students' learning to new heights. Operating a drone requires students to get outdoors and be physically active. It also improves their motor skills, engages their natural curiosity, and teaches them fundamentals in math and science.